Talking to Ed Bouchette, who's one of the selectors on the Hall of Fame panel that will be electing the class of 2009 for the Hall of Fame on Saturday here in Tampa. And Ed, just your general thoughts on how the process will go this year. Anything unique coming up, or is it kind of a routine election?
Well, I don't know if anything's routine in that room. You have 44 people in there arguing over certain things, debating, I should say. And you know, there's a lot of first-timers this year, including Rod Woodson and Bruce Smith. So that always, you know, adds a little different tone to things. You know, we've gone back to last year. They went back to the seniors being in separate categories, so they're not competing with the modern guys. But for me, I mean, I've got Rod Woodson and Dermontti Dawson, two former Steelers, so it makes it a little more interesting for me this year.
Ed, you've been doing this for a while, and Mark Craig, who worked at the repository and now is in Minnesota, is filling in for Sid Hartman this year and has three guys from Minnesota. Right. Can you feel for, you know, what a tough job that is for Mark, walking into that room with three guys to represent?
I could feel for him, but I'm not going to feel sorry for him, because the first year I had to do it was 1995 season. The Steelers made the Super Bowl, and I had four guys. So I had to cover the Steelers in the Super Bowl and make a presentation for four Steelers in that Hall of Fame room. So I know a little bit what he's going through, but I don't feel sorry for him.
I know you've been thanked by some guys that you've represented. Some guys get angry sometimes because they think this should have been the year and it wasn't the year.
Oh, I think very much so. Yeah, Lynn Swann and Dan Rooney both publicly thanked me in their speeches at the Hall of Fame. I think John Stallworth was a little upset with me, although he never said so, but I think he was, because Swann went in before him. And I tried to get John on the phone the next year, and he never got on the phone with me. But finally, when he went in, I explained it to him. I said, one of you had to go first. There's no way they were going to put both of you in. And once Lynn went in, it helped open the door for you, and he understood.
Ed, one more thing, and thanks for doing this. We know in our role as beat men that we're dealing with some pretty big egos in the world of players and sometimes coaches. But now you're dealing with the world of writers who are picking a Hall of Fame cast, and there are some egos in our profession too. But you know, how would you characterize? No. How would you characterize how you guys butt heads sometimes, and how heated it can get when there's disagreement on fellows?
I wouldn't say heated. I wouldn't say it gets any animosity in there. There's good, strong, tough debate sometimes, but it's not like people are throwing things across the room, you know, or there's no name calling, there's no shouting, there's none of that. Just good, solid debate. I think that you might see it if you went to a good college debate.
You guys sing Kumbaya at the end of the process?
No, we dash out of that room to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Ed, thanks a million. Yeah, appreciate it, buddy.